Here we have the problem from application of derivative. Find delta y and dy. If y is equal to x square plus 3x plus 6, when x is equal to 10, delta x is equal to 0.1. So generally y is equal to x square plus 3x plus 6 is equal to f of x. Okay, all of you? But delta x is given, delta x is equal to 0.1, x is equal to 10. Delta x is equal to, this is x2 minus x1. Delta x is equal to x2 minus x1. X1 is, here x1 is equal to x1. Let you take. So here delta x is equal to, from this one, delta x1 is x2 is equal to, x2 is equal to what? Delta x, delta x, x2 is equal to x2 minus, x2 is equal to delta x plus x1, delta x plus x1. X2 is equal to, what is delta x? Delta x is given 0.1 plus x2 is equal to 10. This is 10.1. Okay, all of you? x1 is 10. x2 is, this is 10.1. Okay, all of you? Then here we want to find delta y. Delta y is equal to what? Delta y is equal to y2 minus y1. Generally y is equal to x square plus 3x plus 6. y2 is equal to x2 square plus 3x2 plus 6 minus of x1 square plus 3x1 plus 6. Then delta y is equal to, here x2 square minus x1 square. x2 square minus x1 square plus 3 of x2 minus x1 plus 6 minus 6, 0. So delta y is equal to, this is in the form of a square minus b square. x2 plus x1 into, this is x2 minus x1 plus 3 into x2 minus x1. Delta y is equal to x2 minus x1 as common, x2 plus x1 plus 3. x2 plus x1 plus 3 is there. Here you see, all of you, this one, delta y is equal to x2 minus x1. x2 minus x1 is equal to what? Delta x. Delta x into x2 plus x1. x2 plus x1. What is x2? x2 is 10 plus 10.1 plus x1. What is x1? 10 plus 3. So delta y is equal to, delta x value 0.1 into 10, 20, 23.1. Delta y is equal to, you multiply with 2.31. What is delta y here? Delta y is equal to 2.31. So delta y is equal to 2.31. Again you find f is equal to, or y is equal to f of x. dy by dx is equal to d by dx of f of x. So dy by dx is equal to this derivative of this one, x square d by dx of x square plus 3x plus 6. So dy by dx is equal to 2x plus 3. So dy by dx is equal to, dy is equal to, by cross multiplication implies dy is equal to 2x plus 3 into dx. Okay, all of you? But what is x value? X value 10. What is dx value? Dx value is nothing but delta x. So here dy is equal to 2 into 10 plus 3 into 0.1 is equal to 23 into 0.1. This has 2.3. So dy is 2.3, delta y is 2.31. Okay, all of you? That's all. Here we have one more problem from application of derivatives. Find delta y and dy if y is equal to x square plus x. At x is equal to 10, delta x is equal to 0.1. You see here y is equal to f of x is equal to given x square plus x. Okay, all of you. At x is equal to 10 and delta x is equal to 0.1. Generally, delta x is equal to what? Delta is x is equal to x2 minus x1. But here you take this as x1 is equal to x1. So delta x is equal to x2 minus x1 10. This value 0.1 equal to x2 minus 10. x2 is equal to 0.1 plus 10 equal to 10.1. Okay, all of you. x1, x2 we get. Now we want to find delta y comma dy is equal to what? Delta y is equal to what? y2 minus y1. Y is equal to x square plus x1. So delta y is equal to, this is x2 square plus x1 minus y1. y1 is equal to what? x1 square plus x1. Delta y is equal to x2 square minus x1 square. x2 square minus x1 square plus, this is x2, x2 minus x1. Delta y is equal to, this is in the form of a square minus b square, x1 plus x2 into x2 plus x1. x2 plus x1, this is x2 minus x1 plus x2 minus x1. Okay, all of you. From this one, delta y is equal to x2 minus x1 as common of x2 plus x1 plus 1. What is x2 plus x1? x2 plus x1. So delta y is equal to, this is delta x into x2. x2 is equal to 10.1 plus 10 plus 1. Okay, all of it. So delta y is equal to, what is delta x? Delta x is equal to given 0.1 into 21.1. 21.1. Delta y is equal to multiplication 2.11 we get. So delta y is equal to 2.11 delta y value. Okay, all of you. Then after dy by dx, y is equal to f of x is equal to x square plus x. Dy by dx, derivative of y, d by dx of f of x is equal to d by dx of x square plus x. Dy by dx is equal to, this is 2x plus 1 derivative. So by cross multiplication, dy is equal to 2x plus 1 into dx. Delta x is equal to dx is equal to dx is equal to, here you take 0.1. So 0.1, then what is dy? dy equal to 2 into x is equal to 10. So 2 into 10 plus 1 into 0.1. 21 into 0.1 is equal to 2.1. So what we can written as delta y. Therefore, delta y is equal to 2.11. dy is equal to 2.1. Okay, all of you. Delta y is equal to 2.11. dy is equal to 2.1. That's all of you. Here we have one more problem from application of differentiation. Find delta y and dy if y is equal to 1 by x plus 2. When x is equal to 8, delta x is equal to 0.02. So here we have given y is equal to f of x is equal to 1 by x plus 2 and x is equal to 8 given and delta x is equal to 0.02. We have to find delta y and dy. We have to find these values. Delta x is equal to what? This is x2 minus x1. Let us you take this as x1. So delta x is given 0.02 is equal to x2 minus 8. So what is x2? x2 is equal to 8 plus 0.02, 8.0.02. 8.02. Okay, all of you. x2 value, x1 value we have. So here we want to find delta y. Delta y is equal to y2 minus y1. So y is equal to 1 by x plus 2. Delta y is equal to 1 by x2 plus 2 minus 1 by x1 plus 2. Okay, all of you. Then delta y equal to 1 by, what is x2 value? 8.02. 8.02 minus, what is x1 value? 8 plus 2. 8 plus, so 8 plus 2. This is 8.02 plus 2. This is 8 plus 2. Delta y is equal to 1 by 10.02 minus 1 by 10. Delta y is equal to, this value is 0.0998 minus 0.1. What is the value? So delta y is equal to, this value approximation 0.002 minus. So what is delta y? Delta y is equal to 0.002 is the delta y value. Okay, all of you. Then after we have to find dy. Then after we have to find, here this one, y is equal to f of x is equal to 1 by x plus 2. dy by dx is equal to d by dx of f of x is equal to d by dx of 1 by x plus 2. Okay, all of you. Then dy by dx is equal to, what is the derivative of this one? Derivative of this one, minus 1 by x plus 2. So dy is equal to minus 1 by x plus 2 into dx. Delta x is equal to dx is equal to 0.02 we have given. Then you apply x is equal to 10, x is equal to 8, x is equal to 8, dy is equal to minus 1 by 8 plus 2 into dx 0.02. dy is equal to minus 1 by 10 into 0.02. This is minus 0.002 is the dy. Minus 0.002 is the dy. This is delta y is minus 0.002. Okay, all of you. That's all. Thank you. Here we have one more problem. Find delta y and dy for y is equal to e power x plus x. When x is equal to 5, delta x is equal to 0.02. So here you see all of you what given here. Y is equal to e power x plus x and x is equal to 5 and delta x is equal to 0.02. We have to find delta y is equal to what? Dy is equal to what? This one we have to find. So delta x is equal to what? This is x2 minus x1. Delta x is equal to x2 minus x1. Let us this as x1. Then delta x 0.02 is equal to x2 minus 5. You can take into this side. X2 is equal to 5 plus 0.02. X2 is equal to 5.02 is the x2. Okay, all of it. Then what is delta y? Delta y is equal to y2 minus y1. So here delta y is equal to what is y2? E power x2 plus x2 minus e power x1 plus x1. So delta y is equal to e power x2 minus e power x1 plus this is x2 minus x1. Delta y is equal to e power x2 minus e power x1. E power x2 minus e power x1 plus this is delta x. X2 minus x1 is equal to what? X2 minus x1 is equal to delta x. Then we have to substitute delta y equal to e power x2. e power 5.02 minus e power 5 plus what is delta x value? Delta x value is 0.02. Okay, all of you. Delta x value is 0.02. So this is the delta y value. Delta y value. Then after you see dy. So dy by dx is equal to this is d by dx of e power x plus 1 x. So dy by dx is equal to this is e power x derivative e power x plus 1 by cross multiplication dy is equal to e power x plus 1 into this is dx. So here delta x is nothing but dx. Then dy is equal to what? E power 5 x is equal to 5. X is equal to 5 plus 1 into dx is equal to what? 0.02. So e power 5 plus 1 into 0.02 is the dy and this is the delta y. This is the delta y, this is the dy. Okay, all of you. That's all. Here we have the one more problem from applications of derivative. Find delta y and dy if y is equal to cos x, x is equal to 60 degrees and delta x is equal to 1 degree. So here given y is equal to cos x and x is equal to 60 degrees. Delta x is equal to 1 degree is equal to 0.0175. Okay, all of you, that value in radians. This is in radians. So what is delta x is equal to x2 minus x1, that is 0.0175 or 1 degree. 1 degree equal to, this is x2. What is x2? We want to find x1. This is 60. So x2 is equal to, this is 60 plus 1 is 1 degree, 61 degree. This is x2. We need not this one. So delta y is equal to, here delta y is equal to y2 minus y1. Delta y is equal to, what is y2? That is cos x2 minus cos x1. Delta y is equal to cos x2. This is cos 61 degrees minus cos 60 degrees. Delta y is equal to, what is cos 61 degrees? 0.4848 minus cos 60 degrees value 1 by 2. Delta y is equal to 0.4848 minus 0.5. So here delta y is equal to, what is the value of this one? 0.500, 0.4848. This is 2, and this is 9 minus 4, 5. This is 9 minus 8, 1. This is 0, 0. So minus 0.015 to this one. Delta y value is minus 0.0152 is the delta y. Next you find dy by dx. Dy by dx is equal to d by dx of cos x. Here dy by dx is equal to, this is minus sin x by cross multiplication. Dy is equal to minus sin x into dx. But what is dx? Dx is equal to, this is dx is equal to delta x. Dy is equal to minus x is equal to 60 degrees and dx is equal to 0.0175. So sin 60 degrees into 0.0175. So dy is equal to minus sin 60 degrees value root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2, 0.0175. Okay, all of you. Then minus root 3 by 2 value. Minus 3 root 3 by 2 value is what? Here dy is equal to minus 1.732 by 2 into 0.0175. Dy is equal to minus 0.866 into 0.0175. dy is equal to, this one, minus 0.866. This you can multiply this one. Okay, you can multiply this one. This is approximately, this is 1 into, you can multiply this one. Okay, all of you, this is the, that's all. Dy and delta y are the values.